I just hit record there, Don Barone.
Oh,
Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Don Barone, a friend of mine. We've been a friend for a few years, and thanks for joining me here today, Don.
sure. Thanks for asking me.
All right on.
And everybody, Steve is one of the coolest guys there is.
Well, whatever, Don. Thanks.
No,
But,
you and
Don,
G.I. both, man. You guys
yeah,
are
right,
awesome.
right. Yeah, we're definitely a duo. That's for sure.
I know when I meet one of your friends, I know I'm going to like them.
Well,
It's just,
yeah, and likewise, yeah, no doubt. Since we met, you have started hanging out with me at the comedy show. Just started going to shows with me, as as a way of being support. But it was also a good time. We had a lot of laughs until that one day we were standing out amongst the other comedians, and we were talking about jokes and audiences and stuff like that.
yeah.
When you came to the realization that you had earned yourself a title.
Yeah, it's like they all get stage fright or something, comedians. Comedians are cool. But before they go on, a lot of them, not all of them, but yeah, some of them they get a little nervous and they're studying their note cards. And so I just try to lighten the mood and crack jokes while we're there. So, and we're trying to relax them a little bit. Plus, just having fun, man. That's what it's all about.
Right, having
Have
fun
a
too.
good time
And that's when we came up
and
with
laugh.
you became a professional, I think, comedian fluffer.
A comedy fluffer.
The
Yeah.
comedy,
That's,
yeah, the
yeah.
comedy fluffer. That's it, the
Yeah.
comedy fluffer.
Yeah. If you know what a fluffer is.
Right. Right. It's someone who I don't know where to go with that one, I guess. I don't know. It's terrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
the comedy fluffer.
I'm the fluffer.
Yeah, you are the fluffer. And I've never had anyone who's fluffed the comedians quite like you do. I've in
Have
my
you ever had a comedy fluffer before?
I have one friend, John Phillips. He, I believe, has tried to be a comedy fluffer, but he's never been quite like had the skills that you've had, to the
Yeah,
ability
I'm
to.
better at ad-libbing. I'm not good at
Mhm.
well, I've never really tried it. What you guys do just amazes me because I'm the type of guy, in school I was afraid to get up in class and do anything. And then to do what you guys do, it's just amazing.
Right.
It takes a lot of guts to do that.
I mean, there's just stage fright. And I mean, everybody gets that, and you go forward with it. It's
Yeah. But after watching a lot of these guys for a while, they have good nights, they have bad nights, and it's really dependent on the crowd.
right. Oh yeah. The crowd plays a big part of it, whether or not people are just got their asses clenched or
Yeah.
not. You know.
Thinking about having some shows here still
Oh yeah,
outside.
I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe in like March, probably.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Maybe we could get Tim and Shane and those guys to come down, because they're not too far away.
Well, March is still kind of cold out, but I'd have to clean out my barn. Have
Right,
to
right.
do some serious cleaning.
Well, you know what? I'll help you out, dude. I'll help you out.
Yeah. Oh, I
And
know.
we could set up a cool stage, I'm sure, or something.
I can put a couple logs on the tractor.
What year is that? That tractor, explain.
It's a Farmall B275. And I want to say 50s, but I had two of them. I took one and made it into, well, you saw it, the wood burner to heat my
Right?
truck.
Yeah, that's cool. And that would be kind of a cool set, I think.
Yeah, I got all
And,
kind of crazy things hanging in my barn.
right.
Everything from
Right.
deer or skulls with antler, deer skulls
Right,
with
right.
antlers, and
Yeah,
tons
it's a
of hawk
made for
feathers. I
TV, yeah,
get a
comedy
lot of hawk
situation.
feathers out here.
We'll build a little comedy stage,
Yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah.
in your barn, and make it COVID safe, and
When it's
that'd be
warm
great.
out, I got plenty of room outside too.
Mm.
Get a band. Get Christina's band.
Right. Yeah, I'm actually kind of planning on doing a couple different festivals, and
Oh
that
yeah.
would be a fun one. We can kind of swing that as a as a, I don't know, a toast to whatever, the start of the summer. Right,
6
right.
feet
May-
apart.
Maybe we could do something March 20th. It's a Saturday.
Okay. I'm looking over there like I got a calendar
But
hanging.
like you have a calendar there, you're like, yeah, oh yeah, that's a good.
Well, I got a clock that's got a calendar on it, but it tells the date on it, but I can't see it from here anyway. I don't know why I did
And
that.
it's only got today's date.
Let me look
So
at my schedule.
it doesn't, yeah.
Make sure
Looks good.
I'm not selling any houses that day.
Right, right. Well, let's give you a quick plug. If you need to buy or sell a house
Oh,
in Ohio area,
yeah.
all right, talk to
Oh,
Don Barone here. You give him a call. He'll help you out.
yeah, I work for Keller Williams Cervenic, and I love it.
Excellent.
Well, been doing it all my life, working on houses and building houses and flipping houses, and
Right, right. It's
took
just
all those
like
real
blood.
estate classes 30 years ago.
Right,
And I,
right.
just recently retired, and I'm like, well, it seems like it'd be fun to do, and it is fun, except for
Yeah,
the computer stuff. I hate the computer stuff, but I'm getting
yeah. Let's talk about your retirement because I find this being that
it.
I come from Pittsburgh, moved into the area about 10 or so years ago, and where I got to start meeting people from Lordstown, started understanding what Lordstown was, and Lordstown being the GM facility there.
Yeah, we
And,
have lots of mutual friends that
yeah, we end up having a
I
lot of
work
mutual
there.
friends that I've met throughout the years, and
Casey,
right,
we have
right,
tons
and
of people.
you actually worked there, retired from that plant.
Yeah, 38 years. I was lucky. I was so lucky. I thought they were going to take that away from me forever. Oh, we're going to lose this. And at times we came close, to
Right.
losing our pensions and things. But I made it. I'm
Right.
blessed. Yeah, but that was a crazy place. I hired in there in 1978, right out of high school, right into labor wars. It was crazy. One day they come and get me and said, the big boss running the paint shop, I'm working in paint. He comes and gets me and takes me. He says, I got to take you down to the cushion room. Well, I get down there and hear this place is on national news on the front page of the papers. They're having wildcat strikes, and I get thrown right into the middle of it. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I've seen everything. You name it, I've probably seen it. I've worked with one of everything. I mean, literally everything.
Right, is
That's
it
one thing.
different
I know people. I've gotten to know people.
cars, vans? You
Yeah,
started.
when did they open? 1966. My dad started out there, and yeah, I hired in 1978 because it was the management conditions were horrible back then. They would fire somebody just to scare everybody around them.
Right,
They would find something.
right, yeah.
That was their
We
That
gotta
was their tactic. Push, push,
rattle
push,
the
push. Always push harder.
the drum.
Yeah, that's why they got wildcat strikes.
Mhm. No,
Yeah, there's something called Lordstown syndrome. Well, GM came out, they came out of the inner cities and started building out there. What they started in 66, but I don't know what year they started building. But it was to escape the inner cities. There were a lot of inner city riots and things. I've read John DeLorean's book.
I mean, like Detroit and specifically.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, those places, I know people who've been in the basements of those places, and they have tons of machine guns all lined up from back at those times. I knew a woman that was a security guard.
Yeah, they have machine guns in the basement of the plants.
No, not the
Oh,
plants, the GM headquarters and stuff.
oh,
They did have them in the plants too. They had the plants used to be ringed with barbed wire,
right,
all fenced in and ringed with barbed wire.
right.
But the more you mistreat people, the more they fight back.
Yeah.
And they came here and they thought, we're going to get a bunch of country boys out of Pennsylvania and West Virginia to come out and do these jobs, and we ain't going to have no problems.
Mhm.
Well, they were so nasty. What little did they forgot was these guys were all young. A lot of them didn't have families, so they could afford to go on strike
Mhm.
and not put up with those kind of working conditions.
Mhm. So when it kind of changed the industry as far as the how the line worked, the safety features of it, or more so what their conditions were as how many hours they worked and pay and such?
You just had a lot of bad jobs. I mean, I used to install engines in the vans, rear ends in the vans. I was an ARO, did every job in the paint or the van plant. And those were big, heavy jobs. I mean, you had a gun about this fat around, about this long with a big long extension, and you had to fight and get the motor and the front axle all lined up and then bolted up in with these bolts. And one time I'm doing that, burr comes out, sticks me right in the eye. I ended up with a patch on my eye for 2 days. Then a guy splashes gasoline in my eye because I couldn't work on the line with a patch. So we're working offline. He splashes gas in my eye, soaks my patch with gasoline. And the funniest thing was, they took me to an eye wash station. I went to medical. They put a new bandage on it. And about an hour later, a woman comes walking up and says, "Would you like a pair of safety glasses?" No one ever asked me, mentioned safety glasses before that. After all that shit happens, would you like a pair of safety glasses? It's a little late now. Just a little late now. Yeah, they didn't want me working after that. They said, just sit there. Just sit there. Okay.
Just sit there. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, we moved here from Pennsylvania when I was 6 years old.
Nice. You were a Yinzer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I definitely have some cousins that still, there's my cat.
All right.
I have some cousins that are still quite thick with the Yinzer accent.
Excellent. Yin skies. Yin skies, no.
Mom, hey, mom.
There's my that's 5 points for getting your cat on.
That's what I heard. I have a few more I could let in.
5 points for getting your cat on the show. So 5 points for a dog or cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So right on.
So if I bring more, I get extra points.
Yeah. Naked ladies are 10.
Oh shit. I have been fresh out of those. Fresh out. Damn.
Gosh darn.
Yeah. So you're not going to put this on the web face or anything, right?
Well, yeah, it's going to go all over the place. That's why we're talking.
Oh, really? I got to go check my makeup then. You don't put makeup on for TV or
you look fabulous.
Television. People are going to look at it on their phones from a tiny little screen.
Right. They won't even, or they'll be listening in their car because this might be, it's also on Spotify as well. So they might be listening in their car to us just ramble on incessantly. What kitty's that one?
That's Cotton Ball. She's one of the babies from the woods. The feral mother came and left 3 of them in my garage. Thank you, Mama. She's still around. Their mother's still around, but she's still feral. But she will let me pet her if I stick my hand out through the door. Then I'm allowed to pet her.
Right. The cat's like, okay, look at my ass. Here you go. Nice.
Cats and kids, man. Cats and kids.
Yeah, cats and kids.
Yeah, GM was crazy when I hired in there. It was
right. You told me a story once about people growing pot on the roof there or something like that.
Yeah, the old paint shop. You walked outside onto the roof and they had it was just a flat tar gravel roof, but there was so much dirt and stuff accumulated there, and you walked on these wooden boards. But yeah, we're out there one day and we looked down, and I don't think anybody put there intentionally.
Right.
But yeah, there was a little bit, a seed must have fell there. There was a plant growing there. My buddy's like, "Hey, I'm taking that." He took it home and planted it.
Nice. Oh, that's too bad. You should have left it.
Yeah, I could tell you a lot worse stories, more than pot. It was bad.
Well, what do you think? What do you think about the new electric plant that they're putting in there? How do you think it? I know when Lordstown closed, it affected not just you. I mean, you had been retired from there, but
yeah,
your daughter works at the plant.
2017, I retired. I think it was 2017.
Yeah, family and friends that all pretty much moved away.
Yeah, my daughter's in Tennessee. I got friends scattered all over the country. I mean, literally all over the country.
right.
from Missouri to Kentucky, Indiana, and
Right, but now they're GM circling around and putting Lordstown in with the new electric vehicles. So it's
this was all
bringing back
planned.
jobs.
This was all planned.
Well,
They knew what they were doing years and years ahead of time. They got the union out of there.
it's not going. Aren't those shops going to be unionized? Isn't the
It's their right when they come in to take. They'll have to take a vote on it because we're a right to work state.
But it's a GM plant, isn't there?
Well, we were a closed shop, so even though we were in a right to work state, to under the contract, if you worked there, you had to be in the union. And if
Right.
you didn't, you were stupid. And I don't know what they're gonna do once like GM starts up the battery, what's
When
it
the
called?
battery plant in Lordstown really kick in, and they're
Well, the battery plant and the truck.
What's that? The truck? Yeah.
The truck they're gonna be building there, they're gonna have 3,000 people hired there when they
Right.
get rolling. That's I think about what GM had.
What's going on with the power plants that they're building there?
It's
And
because of the the natural gas here.
right, but natural gas now everything's like kind of on hold now. The industry is like changing quite a bit. I wonder if anything's changed there with those, like, aren't those cracker plants?
Yeah, they're building that huge one there along the river.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
the same reason why that's there is why these electric production plants are going in up here. And I actually heard that in total they want to build 4 of them there.
yeah, the battery plants or
No, not battery plants. I'm talking about the energy plants.
energy plant. Yeah, the energy plants. Yeah, are different than cracker plants though.
No, these turn natural gas into electricity.
Uh-huh. Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, there's already one. They're building another
They're
one.
building another, yeah.
For the I don't know if it's for the battery plant. I did hear that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would imagine it would have to be. We're building enough power plant to power like Niagara Falls.
Yeah, I would think it would have to be.
Right. Imagine that's going to be weird. They're going to start generating all that and that.
They're already doing it. One of them's already running. But think of the amount of jobs that there are going to be. And there's a housing shortage here. Why isn't anybody building houses?
Well, the thing is, we're not going to need the people though. That's the thing. That I think the jobs are an overestimation of how many people they actually need.
Yeah, well, what's it called? Workhorse that's building the truck.
Right.
That's actually GM.
Right. Right. It's
I
GM.
I won't mention that anymore. That's a sore spot.
No, it's right front and center. This is
Sure.
the GM plan to close Lordstown and open. Then they get rid of everybody. It takes them 2 years. They retrofit the plant to something new, and
yeah,
there you go.
And like I said, some of the people in there are some of the same people that were in there.
They're all the same people.
General Motors.
Politicians are all like, "Oh, thank you for coming back."
Yeah.
Whatever. Did you want to talk about the Indians? Your Indian Pennsylvania Indian heritage?
Yeah.
Corn planter. Sure. Yeah.
That's a little bit interesting. Because it pertains to me. Yeah, but we always knew we were Seneca, but we didn't know what kind of Senecas we were. My grandfather, he was like half Seneca and half Irish. Cooney. He was a child coal miner. Tough old guy.
His name was Cooney.
Well, his name was Carl T. Anderson, but I never heard anybody call him anything but Cooney. As he started working in the coal mines when he was a kid, and he'd come home with coal all around his eyes, and his sister started calling him Cooney, and then it stuck.
It looked like a raccoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's funny. But all his life did he work in the mines? From being a kid on?
Yeah. Imagine the changes he saw.
Well, living most of his life underground.
Yeah.
Digging out coal.
He was a tough old son of a gun.
I imagine. Do you have all his fingers and shit like that?
Yeah. My grandfather on my other side, he worked for Armico Steel and Butler, but he was missing fingers, but he was a millwright.
Right. Yeah, those guys didn't keep all their fingers. That was a
Yeah, my grandfather, he worked in the coal mine until he got hurt in a cave in or something and messed his back up, and then he was in his 50s by then.
wow. Yeah, that's a tough life.
Oh yeah.
And I know now that there's a push to like, stop processing and burning coal, which I think is a good thing. And people are like, "Oh, but there's jobs. So what are all the jobs?"
Got to transition to something new. That's called progress.
Right? They
You
can.
can't be, that's a
Right? Those people
technology
shouldn't
from
want to live underground.
that's a technology from long ago,
Right?
and it's done around here is destroy the land.
Yeah, the environment, the water, the
Well,
everything.
my grandfather was a coal miner. They put a coal tipple in right across from his, he built this house, and then they come along, build up the road, and then there's a coal tipple right here, and it would rain and come down like right into the house and stuff. They took it eminent domain.
Oh,
But he was always getting fucked by the coal companies. So I don't know. All I got to say is, and I have family to drive truck and stuff, haul coal and things, but haul something else.
right,
Something
right.
else. There aren't that many jobs digging coal,
Right,
but it's just outdated.
right.
It just doesn't make sense
It's
anymore.
just dirty and stupid.
Yeah, we're just destroying the planet, absolutely destroying it. The
Wanton
plastics and
destruction.
things, it's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah. Yeah,
absolutely
it's
crazy.
weird to think about all the stuff that we've created in the last, just 50, 60 years that have really changed, the human life on Earth.
Oh yeah, I have one of my grandfather's carbide lamps. Speaking of technology,
Right, right.
I mean, he's worked. That's from back in the carbide lamps. That's old.